Ta-da! Today's topic is one of my favorite topics. What? PSI. A lot of riders don't pay much attention to their tire pressure. Yes, I was one of them. Before I started riding with the road bike team, I didn't know that the tire pressure was so important because strongly affect look the kids having fun. Well, the tire pressure strongly affect the comfort, the speed, and safety. Brompton tires has a big range from 65 to 110. It's a big range. 65 would give you a very comfortable ride, but below 65, never, please don't do it. It's so dangerous because the tire gets too soft, and when you go to a curve it bends, so it's very dangerous. And there's more to it. Ask me, how do I know this? Show you. Right beside the tire. It's easy. Right on the side of the tire, you have the limit. This one goes from 65 to 110 psi, or 5 to 7.5 bar. You can use from 65 to 110. Above 110, the rim and the tire won't hold it, so it could damage your tire. Oh yes, it's a big range. So how do I decide which pressure should I use? There's a lot to think of. First, do you want a more comfortable ride? Do you want a more fast ride? Do you want to be able to ride easily? Do you have a straight road, a very good road, or do you have a bumpy road? Are you a light rider? Are you a heavier rider? Okay, let's put it all together. For good roads, higher pressure. But if you have to ride in a road that's not, very perfect, it's better to use a lower pressure. For bumpy roads, lower pressure. Some roads have a lot of fixing, so they're not so smooth to ride on. It's nice to have a lower pressure. It's a nice road. I like it. I used to live here. Okay, so it's a big range to choose from. 65 up to 110. Actually, the original Brompton tire goes up to 100, but the marathon goes to 110. Let me give you some informations that will help you decide what you want. There is a lot to choose from. First, you want speed or you want comfort? Speed, high PSI. Comfort, low PSI. Never lower than 65. That's what Brompton recommends. And you know why? Because Brompton pump doesn't go up to 65. At least not mine. I couldn't make it. The most that I could make it was 40, 45. Well, what happened was one day I have a flat tire. I was going to have breakfast at Sugarloaf. It was I was so excited because I tried to go before and it wasn't open yet.
and okay, let's go. And like, I don't know, 5 minutes of riding, flat tire. So I changed my tire, made a video, to show you how to change it and pump it up. And I was so happy because I was going to Sugarloaf, have breakfast, but the first real curve that I made, I don't know if I can show you. That's an empty tire. When the tire doesn't have the right pressure, what happens is the burr goes like this. It goes just like this. And I got spooked because I almost fell down. So the thing is, never lower than 65. Okay, I want comfort. I'm a light rider. That's another aspect that I want to tell you. Okay, I want comfort. I'm a light rider. So I can put 65. But I would do one thing. That's something we all do in all bikes. When we sit in the bike, in the Brompton, most of the weight, it's on the rear tire. So what I usually do, in my case, I'm a heavier. Heavier means above 70 kilos. Brompton consider a heavier ride. Wait, you're not fat, we're just heavier. And if you are above 70 kilos, please change the suspension block for a firm, because above 70 kilos, they ask you to put a firm suspension block. Okay, back again. So if you are a heavier ride, in my case, I'm over 70, used to be 70, but with COVID. So in my case, I'm over 70, I have the firm suspension, and I use 100 in the back and 80 in front. Wait, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm used to riding in a road bike. Road bike, I use 100 in both wheels. Sometimes I put like 90 in front and 100 in the back because I want speed, and I'm used to not having comfort, So if you want speed, higher PSI. If you want comfort, lower PSI. I would do the front wheel 20% less than the rear wheel. Why? Because it gets a little bit more comfort on the front wheel because, it's more, I don't know how I call it, Oh, you got it. And the back wheel is where most of the weight is. That's why when we put a tea bag on front of the Brompton, the bicycle gets more, it's steady. It's not spooky. But there's two things that you have to consider also. First, are you gonna start your ride in one temperature and then we'll go up later on the temperature, or you're gonna ride in the same temperature, or just a little bit? Every 10 Fahrenheit you need to lower 2 psi. So when we have the triathlons, a lot of rookies explode their tires. Yes, because they have to leave the bicycles very, very early. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and the swimming, I think, start at 7. Well, anyway, when they get the bicycle, because they pump the tire all the way up, it got heated and expanded and exploded. So they have to change tires. So it loses a lot of time. Another time that we have to pay attention is when you go downhill in a hill that has lots of curves and you have to go slow. That's another time that the pressure goes up because the rim gets so hot because you break it all the time. So the rims get so hot and the tire explode. I had one of them. Oh, come on, that happens to the road bikes. Learn with it. So what I do now, every time in summertime, not winter, Summertime, when I go uphill, when I go down, I'll take just a little bit of air out. That's one of the reasons I like the Presta valve better. And by the way, it will be a video about why did I choose Presta and the difference between both valves. And another thing to consider. Okay, you're going out and you're going in the rain. Lower your PSI. You're gonna say, why? Why do you have to lower your PSI? Show you. Imagine my hand being a tire. If it's a high pressure, it stays like this, see? So it touches just the middle part. If you get a lower pressure, you get more contact with the floor. And the floor is wet, so the more contact you have, the better. But remember, never, never, never below 65. So let's round it up. If you're heavier ride and want speed, all the way up to 100 on the back, a little bit lower in front. If you are a lower rider or you want comfort, go to 65, you know. I would do like 70 in the back and 65 in front, just to get comfort and, you know, more support for your weight. Before I ride in a peloton with the road bike, I didn't know how important this is, because if you have lower pressure, you do more work, you go slowlier. But if you want comfort, please do, you know. The thing is, be happy, ride it, enjoy it. It's a very simple video. It's just that I think simple, and the air goes out through the tube. Strange, isn't it? But it does. So that's why in the road bike we check the PSI every day. In the Brompton, I confess, if I'm gonna ride today, tomorrow I won't check it. But if the day after tomorrow, yes I will, yes I will. Anyway, so you did like this video, a short one, a simple one, but it's important, it's safety. We have to use all the knowledge that we can get, you know, safety first and comfort, and I like speed. If you like the video, thumbs up. And if you want to see the other videos there's coming up, please subscribe and the little bell. Okay, I'm too happy today. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm in a competition in the club. And today we went to the final because we had a great game that lasted 2 hours and 40 minutes. And we won in the end. Yes, tomorrow will be the final, but this video is coming only on Saturday and tomorrow is Wednesday. That's all right. I'll tell you the result. See ya. Bye-bye.